Hey, now let's take a look at Facebook shares. We're learning more about the company's efforts to bring the internet to remote areas of the world. Now, apparently they want to use solar-powered drones. Tracy, you know, Facebook is becoming such an innovator these days.
And let them. Let them invent everything if they want to, because this is all we say around here. Corporate America should wrap their hands around things and innovation and go for it and not rely on the government. Look, the last thing we want is the government to hand out cell phones, right, and do stupid stuff like that. Let Facebook do this.
By the way, speaking of government, you know, a large chunk of our budget goes to helping people in rural areas.
Right.
It'd be great if Facebook could solve that.
Yeah, let them do it.
Yeah.
Zuckerberg's got time and money.
I hear you. I agree with you. You know, a ton of IPOs debuted just in the last couple of weeks. And that has a lot of people, a lot of insiders, a lot of people who remember the tech bubble of 2000 and 1999 making comparisons, even stirring up memories of World Online, which for me pretty much marked the beginning of the end. Now, if you don't remember World Online, it was the leading Dutch internet service provider. It had the largest IPO in pre-Facebook era. The IPO valued the company at $18 billion, but the stock plunged. Get this. Everybody was celebrating. Everyone had champagne. Someone said something to the CEO, and she said, "Oh, man, I sold my shares a long time ago for $6. Talking about feeling stupid, World Online shares tumbled more than 60% in the 6 months after the IPO. Dani Hughes, she's here with me. She remembers those days. So a lot of people, Dani, making the comparisons to this era, technology, IPO, to 1999, 2000.
Right, remember the Globe.com?
Oh, sure.
That deal was up 600%. In 99, we had the top 10 99 IPOs were up an average of 430%.
Amazing.
There's no comparison to right now. And you know, you have to think about what born that IPO monster in 99, 98, all of those IPOs that went crazy, and you had a really great market leading up to it. That's the underpinning for a great IPO market, is a global market that's really stable, that's growing, and that people are investing in.
And back then, Fed funds were 6%. So, you know, the Fed wasn't involved at all. But there was this sort of hysteria. And I tell people all the time, it's interesting, if you look on paper, maybe you can see some parallels. But the atmosphere, you were there, the atmosphere was just, everyone lost their mind.
Everyone lost their mind, that's for sure. I ran the IPO and secondary desk at my previous firm from 1996 to 1998, and it was heady. There were 4 or 5 deals a day. Every institution that we were working for was the back door for Goldman deals, Robbie Steven deals. These deals were popping hugely, but it was a different marketplace. Deals were priced differently. They were much smaller. When eBay came public, only 3 million shares came public. Nowadays, if you're not doing a $250 million deal, it's not even on the tape.
And of course, the public was different. You get in the cab in New York, you know, at the stoplights, red lights, the cab driver's putting through trades, you know, and everyone was an expert. Yeah, sort of going back to the Joe Kennedy shoeshine boy. I don't know if that was a myth or not, but how do you feel, though, about the market? We've had a big run. There's a lot of skepticism out there. And a lot of people feel like, okay, we should be bracing because it's been so long. We do need a big pullback, maybe even a real correction.
Well, this is the rally that everybody hates, because since 2009, when the Fed started their first program, we're up 170% on the S&P. Nobody likes that because nobody really participated, the companies included. You know, companies were doing buybacks. They were not in the market from 08, 09
now they're doing buybacks.
Now, like crazy.
Last year,
right
that's
now,
all they did, right?
That's exactly right. So I think people are waiting for the other shoe to drop. But I'd like to look at the fact that from a global perspective, we are seeing growth. That's why IPOs all over the globe are actually doing really well, not just in the United States. So I think this can continue. I don't think we can say, like, oh, it's 1999 all over again, because that's not how it happens.
Dani Hughes, thanks a lot. Really appreciate it.